I want to hear both of y'all's opinion. Thoughts on the economic state of the United States. We'll speak about, not the whole world.
The what?
The economic state, like the current situation with our currency and the markets. And I know you've done a lot of research for your videos, so I'm curious to hear your overall consensus and kind of what do you plan on doing with your money this year?
Yeah, so right now I'm staying extremely liquid. I'm gonna try to bring myself to sell the R8 and the truck. So I own these cars in cash, so it's frees up a good amount of liquidity for me. I'm gonna try to stay as liquid as possible, make as much money as possible in the meantime, and just wait a couple more months and consistently dollar cost average into like the markets that you can DCA into, and then towards the end of this year get into a pretty big and serious like real estate project. So to answer the question, like the state of economics right now, well, Federal Reserve is increasing interest rates. People don't borrow as much. The economy shrinks. Long story short, the economy shrinks, and the price of all the assets, luxury goods, everything shrinks. So I made an offer on a date today. I offered him $4,000 less, and I was like, hey, markets have been shrinking for a year. They're going to continue to do so. I said Federal Reserve is going to hold interest rates at 5%. I said this thing will be worth less than my offer in 8 months. You should just give it to me now. Unfortunately, he declined, but
good pitch though.
Yeah, I wrote
Yeah.
a whole story on it, but yeah, unfortunately he declined. But yeah, economy shrinking, assets are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So have as much money as you possibly can ready to deploy starting, let's say, like 6 months from now. I know we've seen a rally. I think it's a bull trap because economy is still shrinking. But the reason we saw the rally is because we had positive inflation report. CPI data came in lower. Inflation was 6.5%. And there was also talks from the Federal Reserve about only increasing the rate by 25 basis points instead of 50. So slowing down how much damage they're causing. And good inflation reports, so that's why everyone got excited. But I think it's
not really fixing the root problem.
Right, it's gonna go back down. So I think just make as much money as possible and start buying in a couple months if you can. So
I think you summarized it pretty well, and I'm kind of in the same mode myself, just acquisition and continuing to build, also DCA, and I do want to buy real estate this year.
Do it.
With you, Luke, you have done very well with crypto. And actually, you called out people that was all saying moon boys are going to the top. You was like the one lone wolf that was against everybody. So I'm curious what you think about crypto and the market right now. We saw Bitcoin go up to $20,000. Is that a good sign? Is that just some like something?
Short-term relief.
Yeah.
You know, short sellers getting squeezed happens in every market. I'm in the same boat. You know, there's 3 buckets whereby an entrepreneur fits, right? In their season of making money or their relationship with money. The first one is your ability to make money, your ability to create wealth. Create using the word very loosely because of course you can't make money.
Yes.
But you know, right now we're in this creation stage where the goal, like you said, is to how much money can I generate? How much money can I make? The next stage is the multiplication stage. So it's not only understanding the stages, but it's also being able to change your change your mindset in those stages, whereby when you change your mindset from, let's say, creation to multiplication, your business model, your ability to operate is going to change. That's why in 2020, I went from creating wealth to multiplying. So I moved over my entire network.
So would you say now you're in the third stage of preservation?
Correct. So now we are slimming to what I would say is like the third quarter to fourth quarter of preservation of wealth before I would say mid 2023. I'm full back into accumulation mode, making a fuck ton of money, and I believe the next bull run is Q3 of 2024.
yeah.
So I have
Somebody clip that.
I have about, and here's the thing, I'm not popular when I say these things, but I'm usually right.
You do have quite a crazy track record.
And I'm preparing myself to do another, you know, if I can pull another 40x, it'd be really nice. But
I like this question
I think
here.
we can do 10x, that would be good.
I want to bring this topic up real quick. So this guy right here, he says, love y'all, shout out to you, bro. He said, I'm at a crossroad with my current girlfriend. We share religious and most beliefs, but we don't share the same ambition. She doesn't mind working a 9-to-5 and living a normal life, but I aspire for much more. What would y'all do?
I know my answer.
Well, It'd be interesting if you could say what religion, because that would give us also some context into their belief systems.
Yeah, you could share the religion in the chat. I mean, I think me and Sebastian are gonna have a kind of similar answer on this, but you go ahead. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Because I have a girlfriend that's kind of like that too. You know, she works a job. She's not like trying to become a multi-millionaire influencer, 10 million follower model. You know, we work really well together.
Girls, yeah, usually, I mean, typically girls are not extremely ambitious like guys are. Like, they're
Yeah.
not designed to want to go and accumulate all the resources in the world and protect and provide like we are. So if she doesn't want to, like, go out and make a ton of money, like, I guess it's hard. It's hard because I don't understand the question very well. Like, does she not want you to do that? Is that the question? Or does she not want to do it herself? Because
It sounded like she didn't want him to live like a crazy life.
if she does not want you to go out there and try to make as much money as you can for your sake.
So long story short, if she's holding you back from your fullest potential, X her out. If she's doing her thing but doesn't, mitigate your ability to excel and isn't holding you back, then it's I think something that could work.
Yeah.
That's the answer. If she's holding you back and slowing you down from getting to where you want to go, or making you feel like
And it's not just your girlfriend, bro.
Yeah, your friends.
Your friends, your homies,
family,
your business
bro.
partner, your
Excellent.
family.
Yeah.
Dude, I went through a process. I didn't speak with certain family members for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because there's a season for everything. And people are attached to their parents every fucking day for their entire life. What does mom think? What does dad think? What do you think?
It's so true. Everybody looks for approval before they take the actions that they know that they should
What
do
about
in their
what?
heart.
Approve of yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's true.
Approve of yourself.
I started seeing the most success in my life when I started to listen to these notes from my subconscious and actually trust them.
Yeah.
And when you do that, life becomes easier because you don't have to feel like you have to learn what you need to do or you have to ask everybody what you need to do. You can follow your heart, and that's going to guide you in the direction of where you should be going. That's been my reality, at least.
Yep. Facts.
They said,
Good stuff.
let's get this next question. Yo, I dropshipped the last few years, stacked a good amount of cash. I'm curious on what you think is a good amount of cash. But when do you think is the right amount of time to move on to more long-term business model with higher barriers of entry? If you're already making money with the business and you're stacking cash, what's the rush to move on from it?
Yeah,
You know?
I think double down. So you have $500,000 in the bank, and then
Dude,
I
he's
think
killing it.
doubling down. The thing is, why would you go learn a new instrument if you've already spent time developing the skill set in an instrument and being able to monetize that?
Raise the barrier of entry of your e-commerce business.
Brand
Develop
it.
your own product,
Yeah.
brand it, get a shitload of custom content, become the best in your industry for that product. And now you do what you do with your skill set and you have a high barrier of entry. Otherwise, you're just starting all over again.
Which is the temptation of the entrepreneur. It's the
Of course.
ecstasy of beginning.
yeah.
Yes.
It's the ecstasy
Well,
of
it's also
starting.
easy
and
though. It's easier to hop to something
Of course.
else. The tough stuff is branding the product, getting custom content,
going through it, it's boring,
because
dude.
it's boring. Yeah, exactly. But that will make you most of the money, and then you exit, and then you can go from there. But
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way for you. I mean, of course you can learn something brand new from scratch, like start a software business, something like that, but
why?
why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's spamming in the chat. I'm 17. I had a girl of 4 years that I got pregnant. Oh my gosh. But the kid passed away, so we broke up.
Holy cow.
Father's back in prison, got expelled from school. I don't know what to do.
Dude, I'll pray for you.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So
You have to
basically,
use
I
that
need
pain.
advice. 17
Jeez.
and a girl of 4 years that I got pregnant. Oh, we gotta change the
1 second, guys. L stream.
internet.
It's the.
Well, that's a tough situation, brother.
Open the door, maybe. It's a little warm in here.
What I would say is, I don't want to say anything about that.
We could
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a pretty intense one.
Camera temperature got too hot.
or we can swap to the computer for the rest, or either or.
Or can we swap to another camera?
1 second.
You could use your webcam.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
I mean, it's probably like 5-10 minutes left anyway.
Yeah, we're coming to the close anyways.
No worries, I got it on the iPhone 14.
Boom.
See how this thing's looking.
Oh,
There we go.
not bad.
All right, so we're back in 480p.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a tough question, bro. All I could say is that it's part of your story. You can use this. You can use this pain to push you further. We've all gone through hard shit.
And quit putting your dick in chicks. Like, why are you gonna do that? You're the one that got the chick pregnant,
It's true.
right?
Don't quit.
So quit doing this bullshit, and you're not gonna have to deal with certain bullshit. I know it
100.
sounds harsh, but
100 from Luke Alexander.
It's the best birth control there
Hey,
is.
what are we doing with this chat money? are we gonna donate this, split it?
Yeah,
Are you
so-
buying dinner for us?
Yeah, the thing about that chat money,
Because we did a live stream before and I didn't get it.
the thing about the chat money, I think
It goes
goes
straight to the
YouTube.
stock market. It goes
Yeah,
straight to
yeah,
the stock
exactly,
market.
exactly.
It goes straight into a
I'm
portfolio.
gonna stack it all
JW
up. I'm gonna
crypto
get you guys
portfolio.
all nice and
He's on
easy.
preservation mode. He's on preservation mode. This man's on preservation mode.
Nah, I'll buy you a bunch of LaCroix and we'll call it even. What tips do you guys have for accumulating a large social media following? I think that's a pretty good question. We're all kind of like getting up there a little bit. Luke, you can go first, and then Sebastian, then I'll chime in. You kind of grew fast.
Be authentic, bro. Be real, and be unique. Find an angle where, and you have to understand that creating content and marketing your content is two different things. You just being good isn't enough. You have to be seen, and that means you have to do things that are extraordinary.
What do you say,
And-
Sebastian?
Okay, so this is a really simple question actually. It's one of those questions where it's one of those things where one thing is going to make a huge difference. You need to make content that makes people feel an emotion. It doesn't matter what the emotion is, whether it's inspiration, whether it's them feeling intelligent, like they learned something, whether it's them angry because you said something controversial. No matter what you do, if you create content that makes the viewer feel a sort of emotion,
An emotional trigger.
even excited, just an emotion, then people are going to watch content, they're going to share the content, they're going to talk about the content, they're going to fall in love with the creator, and then you'll grow. That's all.
Yeah, I think what I've learned the most of growing is like making stuff that's actually entertaining to watch. Like just something that you would show to a friend and y'all could actually sit there and watch it. And it's not like the most boring thing in the world, but also providing value. I think that's how you cultivate a real audience that's going to love you forever, is if you gave them some inspiration, you gave them some hope that gets them to keep going through their journey. So, make entertaining stuff, be authentic, provide value, and you'll be able to grow. We'll answer 3 more questions. We got about 1,500 people on the live, so thank you guys for coming. We got the Andrew Tate question.
Ask it. I think it's an important question.
Luke, what do you think of Andrew Tate being detained in Seb's home country, Romania? I mean, you spent time with Andrew. What's your thoughts on the whole situation?
Doesn't matter what I think.
Well, that's what they asked you. They literally asked
Well,
you.
and that's my answer. That's my answer too, because
Dang, he's going to charge you back.
there's nothing to be said. My opinion is that if there is no evidence, then there is no guilt. I've yet to see evidence.
Same.
So that's how I run it. I want to be judged by that same metric. I want to be judged by the metric of evidence. Therefore, I will cast judgment upon the same metric. Until I see no judgment, I see no harm. And until then, that's my opinion.
I would say that's a fair statement. I kind of agree. I haven't seen anything that's too concrete of like, oh, this guy deserves to be locked up for
wishy-washy,
life. And they're really pushing this agenda hard, like harder than I've ever seen over the year of Tate being, popping. So we'll see how it all unfolds. My name is Jeremiah. I have a question. Have y'all ever hit it? What's up, Jeremiah? Have y'all ever hit a point in life where you had to unlearn certain things in life, and how did you go about it? Unlearn might be not the way he meant to word it. Maybe he's talking about like reinventing yourself and becoming
I think
new
he meant
again.
unlearn.
Well, unlearn. How do you unlearn something?
No, to answer your question, no. I've always built upon what I already know. So there's no reason to unlearn something. All the information is useful, whether it's how you do something or how you shouldn't do something. You just build upon it. So no, I had never unlearned something.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, you could get rid of certain habits and forget certain like behaviors, but like if it's in your brain, it's there, Yeah. We got people donating like crazy. Y'all don't have to donate to ask a question, but thank you. Appreciate you. What do y'all do when a business isn't working and you have a strong job offer? I'm saying take the job and use that money to continue working on the business. Like you don't have to say fuck the job just because I want to be an entrepreneur and I'm too good for a job.
It's the easiest way for cash flow. Then you just run it into a business. And then
As long as you have the opportunity, as long as the job opportunity gives you the ability to excel, and you're not limited by a specific paycheck, and that you have the energy to build something on the side when you get home. That's also an important factor that people don't mention, is the stamina of whatever your current 9 to 5 is. When I worked a 9 to 5, I still had enough energy and stamina to whereas I could go and work on myself or on my businesses when I got home. So, you know, if you're out here hustling all day, picking up garbage, and you get tired at the end of
And
the
you're
day or
done when you get
whatever,
home.
it's probably not the best vertical for you to position yourself for a good evening of success.
Yeah.
But I would say take the job offer and work on your stuff at nighttime.
For sure. All right, look, so we're going to take one last question. Go ahead and drop some W's in the chat for my boys coming out, dropping game for you guys. This guy's time is extremely valuable, so we want to give it back to you guys and provide value in the best way we can. I also put all their YouTube channels in the description, so if you're not subscribed to these three, go ahead and do that right now. We're going to take one more question. Y'all can start spamming questions in the chat, and we'll pick one of them. But how do you guys feel this conversation was today?
This was awesome,
Nice.
dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
No, I learned a lot from these things as well. You know, like being around people like you guys is one of the things that I'm most grateful for in life. My circle, my friends, the people that I am able to call upon in my life is one of the things that I appreciate the most. So thank you guys for sure.
Sure, bro. Me too.
All right, so we got somebody just dropped 20. They said, how do you balance entropy / creativity with routine / regimentation in your life?
I think
My boy
that's
been in the
Luke's-
dictionary.
That's Luke's answer.
Yeah. Take it away.
Entropy is this idea of chaos coming from order. And a creative person deals with a nebula of what could be considered disorganized, a disorganized environment, a disorganized mind. But there's a lot of beauty and power in that if you can find somebody that can channel and help you take your creative work. Like we talked about the importance of an assistant, the importance of having a creative director, and people that, if you are a creative individual, give you the ability to do the administrative tasks and the tasks that are a little bit more draining so that you don't have to do them. But creative people are messy by nature, and that's okay. You just have to figure out how to complement that with people that are extremely organized.
That was my first thought on the question, because it's like I consider myself almost more of a creative even than an entrepreneur. And like I find myself almost in a chaotic state when I'm making my art and I'm going out and I'm doing these projects. It's kind of like learning to enjoy that and understand that is part of creativity. Like, you think Jean-Michel Basquiat was really out here like, okay, today I am going to paint a black man with a crown and it's gonna have all these things. It's like, he's just in there, he's got music playing, he's probably doing drugs and shit, just like, done. And then it's like, oh, wow, look at this multi-million-dollar art piece. It's like, if you're a creative, your life is going to be that way. So it's just learning to enjoy that and appreciate that. And also putting people in position around you that are more organized, that have the traits that you don't have.
You're still inside a framework and a system, right? And if you want to operate in freedom within that system, you need to position people to do the things that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So if anybody here is making over $250,000 a year, the first $40K that they make should be going out and getting an assistant to do all the tasks that they should not be doing, right? So you should not be going and getting your groceries. You should not be paying your bills. You should not be making sure your plates are clean. These are all ROI negative tasks. And
Yes.
you need to be able to find somebody that can mitigate these tasks for you. And if
Now,
you're a
the people
creative
that are
person,
listening to this that I have no
do it.
income, they're going to be like, oh, let me go and
That's
just...
why I said you need at least a
Find a
$250,000.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
easier.
$250,000 and then build with 20% of that.
Life hack.
He's on to something.
Free.
He's on to something. Anyways, to wrap up this stream, shout out 98. Bro dropped $100. He's doing his thing. Islam. Shout out to him. But yeah, any final notes y'all want to leave us with, Sebastian?
Start dropshipping. Make money.
Discover TikTok
Make money.
dropshipping.com.
Get rich.
Yes, W plug.
So you can live a good life and meet cool people.
Yeah.
Because this is like such a fun week. Like we just get to hang out, and we wouldn't be able to do this.
The
if we
only
didn't
reason
make-
we're all friends is because we proved our ability to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
So
No, brother. There's plenty of people that are not here that make money.
Yeah,
Here
there's a
with
lot of
us?
people that make money that are losers, and I wouldn't spend time with.
It's
Oh yeah.
it is
I respect your guys' character more than
money
anything.
brought us together though.
But
You guys
money
can't
did
deny
bring
that.
us together.
Because
But not-
Okay, well,
we
yeah,
have the respect. We have
It's a
the,
leg of the.
yeah, I mean
the,
sure.
the fundamental respect for each other is because like, hey, I know what you've been through because I've been through it too.
Yes, but it's not even just the money. It's the fact that you went through and you came out the other side and you became this man that you are today. I don't know how much money you have.
There's no amount of money that a person could make that will grant them my respect. I may give you my time for that interaction and stuff like that, but dude, the level of game I'm trying to play at, I don't want people around me that I don't fuck with, dude. I will, and that's why I tell people like, dude, most of the motherfuckers working a 9 to 5 are gonna go clock in, be told what to do by a person that you don't like, be fired by a person that you don't like, You go home, if you don't have a good relationship, which we talk about all the time, you're gonna go to a person that doesn't fuck with you. Like, why would you want to live that life? So if you want to take life by your own terms, I think it's extremely important to start changing that mindset.
Yeah, but I hear you, Sebastian, and I appreciate you for saying that because we are all together today and we got to share the value with the people. So with that being said, I think
And
we
I
wrap it up
appreciate you
here.
boys. You
I
guys are.
appreciate you- all you guys.
It's been fire. We got to shred. Too bad you can't shred, bro.
I know.
Is it an excuse?
It's not an excuse.
Because
bro.
you look like a shredder. Who's the snowboarding guy that
Talking
kind of
about
looks
Zev.
like you? There's a guy that looks like
You're
you.
talking about
dude.
Zev. He
Yeah.
raw.
Sean White.
That guy's.
I'm nothing like that, man. I'm like, yeah.
Have you done blacks yet? Like double diamonds?
Yeah.
Amazing, dude.
All right, y'all. We're going to go talk about snowboarding and drink
I like
some more
those, though.
sparkling
They're fun
water.
'cause you can go as fast as you
Make sure to
want.
subscribe to the
You can go
boys.